Alan Wake, right?
Oh yes. So I'm going to start actually by saying, you know what's bullshit? There's a theme going on, Tom. Jack got Bioshock.
Never get fucking picked for anything, is it?
Well, Jack got Bioshock. Then 2 episodes later, he got Metal Gear Solid. Then 2 episodes later, you got Still Wakes the Deep. Then 2 episodes later, you got Max Payne. And then 2 episodes later, you got Alan Wake. There's a theme going on.
But what I would say is, actually, those are probably some of the better games.
Bioshock, no, I don't agree with. But Bioshock's the only bad one out of those.
I think we have a rogue opinion on Bioshock. I think that is generally beloved.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah, we're definitely. I think out of all the games we've played,
We're the minority.
That's the. I think the one where I think if we went into a hall or so with like 100
with a microphone,
they'd all tell us like we're fucked.
But Bioshock 1 on a replay is so bad. Yeah, it does not hold up. It's bad.
Yeah, it was alright.
We're up on a stage going with a microphone saying Bioshock wasn't that good, and we get pelted up with like everything with bricks.
Did you play Bioshock before, Jack?
No,
had?
I didn't.
Oh really? Did you play Infinite?
I played Infinite, yeah.
Okay.
Infinite's alright.
Infinite is good. It is good.
I'm looking forward to that one, yeah.
Infinite is a good game.
I haven't played it in a while. It's weird. The story's weird.
I think I played it probably 6 years ago, but it's good. From what I remember, it's a good game.
I remember I brought it from Hunstanton.
Fuck it.
Because I went to a beach and then I brought it from Tesco's.
Hunstanton? Oh, I remember when Tesco sold games. Fuck it out.
Exactly, yeah.
I had to sneeze. I
I'll tell you something. You know, I want to steam forward on Alan Wake a little bit. I'll tell you something I have noticed, Peter. The enemies in Alan Wake are you.
Why?
You point the torch at them.
And they sneeze to death.
I'm good. They're all got photic sneezing.
And they're all allergic to the sunlight.
That's actually ruined this whole game for me. I can't play this game again.
Yeah, because they put their arms over their face. All they're doing is sneezing.
Yeah.
They are just you, Peter.
You really remind me of Barry. Is it Barry? The guy just.
Oh, the comic relief character.
Al.
Yeah. Is it? I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah, he's really annoying. I don't like him.
He's useless.
But we're of course talking about Alan Wake from 2010/2021. I think 2021. The remake, remaster.
I'm playing the remaster for full discrepancy.
And it's Jack.
So am I.
Yes, I'm playing the original, and I regret it because the characters look like they have plastic faces.
Also, we should also point out when Peter went and brought the Alan Wake, it came with a different game.
Yeah, I went to CEX and got.
What happened?
I went to CEX and got the Xbox 360 version of Alan Wake. Ended up going all the way home with Alone in the Dark 2008. It was in the Alan Wake box, and I just opened the box and I was like, "That's the wrong game."
Maybe that's a sign. Maybe we have to play that game.
I'll put it on the list, you know, because I went back to CEX and the guy was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I just saw the words AL and that was it. Like I just saw the I just thought it was Alan Wake."
Fucking, he must be really bad at Call of Duty. Don't ever buy a Call of Duty game from CEX. Must be a nightmare.
You know what though? I defended though, because you know what? He's a retail worker, and we should defend. We should support him.
Yeah,
he was just overworked and tired. It's our first game from the 2010s category though. We've never rolled a 3 and gone into the 2010s category. But the only other game from the 2010s was Goose Game, but that was a random.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Goose Game was 2020s.
No, 2019.
Probably late 2010s, I think it was. Yeah.
Still the best game we've played yet. Goose Game.
Yeah, honestly, I regret scoring that so low. It was at least a 9, and I scored it an 8. It was at least a 9.
What did I do?
You did.
I think did I do an 8?
I think so. Yeah, I think you gave it an 8 as well.
Yeah,
I think it's
probably would.
50. It's on my top 100, 100%.
I regret
It's
it.
a game I've played.
Alan Wake, though, developed by
Sam Lake.
Remedy Entertainment.
I didn't realize that I had a developer commentary on for half of this game.
Oh really?
Oh,
Did
really?
you hear Alan? Did you hear Sam Lake
Yeah.
going, "This is a really cool game"?
I got to like episode. No, not. I got halfway through episode 1. I was like, "Is this part of the game where Sam Lake just starts talking?"
Talking at you.
Oh yeah, the light mechanic is really useful. Like, okay, is this part of the game? Well, I went in the options. I got the director commentary turned on. Whoops.
Like you just thought, like when he broke the fourth wall and said, like, when we were working on this game.
I was like, yeah, I just thought it was like an Alan Wake thing. I was like, okay, sure. Because there's like a little video comes up in the corner of Sam Lake talking.
His little video. You thought that was part of the game. A little video of Sam Lake.
What is this? I let him do the one thing. I was like, this doesn't feel right. I went in the options and I was like, okay, I'm an idiot.
You were watching a Let's Play of Sam Lake playing.
I will say, it was quite interesting.
I'm sure it was actually. Yeah, Alan was.
It was pretty good.
Sam Lake
I
seems
would
pretty cool.
recommend it.
I
But
do.
it really, you couldn't hear any of the game. I wouldn't recommend it on a first playthrough.
No. So what happens at the end? This is a foreshadow for the ends of the game.
It really was like that. It's like, oh, the flashbangs are the most powerful weapon in the game. It's like, I'm still on the boat going into town. I don't know what you're about.
Published by Microsoft Game Studios.
It was an Xbox Live Arcade game, I think.
Well, yes, Xbox Minecraft.
Was it like an exclusive then?
I think so, yeah. I think
Was it?
I do vaguely remember that. I could be wrong, but I vaguely remember that.
But I'm going to read a review from Game Informer that Tom sent me, which was well worth revisiting over a decade later to see how your theories hold up. This is a great game to discuss with friends, a book club experience for gamers.
And here we are.
Here we are. Thank you, Andrew Rayner.
A quick shout out. Game Informer is fantastic.
Is it?
I listen to the podcast every Friday. I buy the magazine occasionally. It is very good. I would highly recommend it. Good
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Physical media, you should support it.
But obviously, guys, make sure you tune into us first, and then.
Well, yeah, ignore that. Listen
Yeah.
to this first, then listen to that.
Yeah. So we only went to episode 3 because we're up doing a halfway point, and then we're going to do the second half afterwards. So, a bloke named Alan Wake is a writer with severe case of writer's block who, while on a midnight drive, accidentally runs over a hitchhiker. When he goes to see if the hitchhiker is okay, the body suddenly disappears. The hitchhiker reappears with an axe and chases Alan down, saying, "You wrote me, I'm gonna kill you now." That's what he says. That's exactly what he says, actually. The writing in this game is fantastic.
What's it? The narrations. I don't know if they've redone the voice, but the narrations, like when he narrates stuff, he sounds like Patrick Bateman. Like exactly like Patrick Bateman.
Yeah.
So you might be right. Maybe the voice acting changed in the remaster, but I think the voice acting is dreadful. However, I saw the defense that it's supposed to sound like Alan Wake is reading aloud from a book. But I don't think that excuses the other characters in the story then. Surely they should be well acted. Because they're not.
Emma's watched me play some of this, and she was like, "This is the worst voice acting I've ever heard."
It's when Alice falls.
Horrible.
It's when Alice falls into a lake, and Alan goes, "Oh no!"
It's like also like the mocap is awful. Like there's a bit where he pushes over a lamp in frustration. It's horrendous. It's like, ugh.
I didn't notice that one. I'm so angry.
He's like, he's like, I can't find my wife anywhere. And he's pushing over a lamp.
Where could they be? Hands on hips. Where could they be?
I've got plaster on my forehead. Ugh. I'm really not happy.
I'm really not having a very good time right now.
I'm having a bad time.
That's Alan Wake.
That's Alan Wake. I will say, like, other than the voice acting, spoilers, I am really enjoying this.
I think we've all got mixed opinions because, from what I'm going to guess, I think you had a great time. I think I had a good time. I've got a feeling Peter didn't enjoy it, doesn't he?
I got it eventually. The first 2 episodes, I was like, I'm not sure about this. The third episode, I was like, I get it now.
It's
not the best game we've ever played so far. It's it's a solid game.
The first episode, I'm just gonna obviously go through them, but the first episode I think was a good intro to it. The second episode was a bit but I liked the third episode.
Yeah, the third episode is where I was like, okay, I get it now. I'm getting into it.
It's really got me into it.
Can I just say, I love the episodic. I think more games should do this. It's so good.
It's supposed to be made like a TV.
Yeah, it's supposed to be made like a TV show. But when I first saw episode 1, I was like, well, he's a writer. Surely it should be chapter 1. But then, it's supposed to be made like it's like a low budget American TV series, right? Yeah. So it's supposed to be
coming at the viewpoint of like a dad who doesn't have a lot of time to play games and sort of like plays games when he sleeps. This is perfect. I could do an episode and finish, and I'm like, okay, that's an episode done. I could just wait until he sleeps again and play the next episode. It is made for this. Alan Wake is made for dads.
Made for dads.
That's our review. Stick that on the cover. Alan Wake is made for dads.
Alan Wake made for dads. It's good.
I'm gonna bring this up a few times, but playing Control. So I played Control about 3 years ago, and it's all supposed to be in the same universe. Playing Control somehow has a really good effect. Not even like nothing's really based off it, but it's like you kind of understand this. A lot of stuff linked to Control from this, like more than I expected.
Yeah, really? I got maybe like a quarter of the way through Control. I didn't stop because I didn't like it. I just stopped.
I looked at your
I
looked at your Xbox profile, Tom, and apparently it was the last game you played before you got rid of your Xbox.
Oh, really?
Control, yeah.
It is 3 times. Yeah. It's a good game. It's really, really good.
I've heard good things. I've heard I get the gist of what it's about, but and I know that Sam Lake is in it, like as a person, but that's about it. I don't know what.
I don't think I got that far. I don't think I ever saw it.
Maybe I'm thinking of Alan Wake 2. I might be thinking of Alan Wake 2.
Yeah, he's in Alan Wake 2.
To get this game, I bought Alan Wake 2 Deluxe, so I got the code for remaster through that. So I've got Alan Wake 2 ready to go, and I am actually really excited.
I've heard Alan Wake 2 is supposed to be like amazing.
Well,
Alan Wake 2 won Game of the Year that year.
Seeing as we might not get Alan Wake 2 for the next couple of years, you can play it. You can play it now quite safely without it.
I'll probably play it at some point this year.
I'm actually at the minute I am banging games. I finished Ghost of Yote the other day. I finished Resident Evil Village the other day. I am belting out these games. So
I played. We're going to go off topic. I'm playing through all the Resident Evils before I played 9.
I respect that. Yeah, nice.
I'm skipping some 1 and 3 because 3's just there's not really much happens in 3, and 1 I want to save myself for the game club because the voice acting. Listen, you say Emma says the voice acting is bad in Alan Wake. Play the original Resident Evil.
I know nothing about the original Resident Evil. I've never seen anything. I've never played it.
It's fucking horrific.
Those older games, though, it's kind of excusable, though. It's kind of fun, actually.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I think they're remaking Resident Evil 1 again, aren't they?
Apparently they are. But it's going to be. I think it's going to be like, do you know, like the over the shoulder, like Resident Evil 2, basically.
Yeah. As it should be, to be honest. In 2026,
they're gonna remake it, and that I'll be like, you know what, I will get that. I'm slowly turning into a big fan of the Resident Evils.
I'm currently 15 hours into a shiny Hunter Tangler.
Oh,
in leaf green.
Have you got leaf green on the Switch?
No, Game Boy. Because I mentioned this. I played. I woke up one morning.
Carry on.
I woke up one morning and the first thing my eye saw was my Game Boy, and I was like, I'm gonna play Leaf Green again. I fancy playing Leaf Green again. I then got up like an hour later out of bed, and then went and turned on my computer. The Leaf Green Fire Red re-releases were announced, and I was like, I had no idea this had just been announced, and I just coincidentally played Leaf Green the same day. What a coincidence!
It's wild.
Anyway, Alan discovers that his stories have come to life, looking for revenge for the way he wrote his books.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're chased to a cabin where some bloke who is presumably the good guy of the story that Alan was writing, but I don't know, he hasn't actually come back yet. He's like that guy who's like, he's in that kind of like American football clothes, and he's like, hey, Alan, remember me? Come to the cabin, you'll be safe here, and then he gets stabbed by the hitchhiker.
I think is it supposed to be like, because I know the main hero of his books is like Cassidy someone, isn't it?
Alex Casey, but I think that's a spoiler. I don't think we're actually supposed to know that yet. I think that's a spoiler.
Well, no, because they show that like I don't know if that is the case, but is that him? I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a spoiler that he's written these books.
Yeah, because I think the idea. Well, I believe this game is also a bit based on Stephen King in the his book Misery.
Massively.
Because Alan kills off his main character Alex Casey in his book, and in Misery the writer kills off his character, and everyone doesn't like that he's killed off his main character because he wants to move on to other stories, but then he's moved on to other stories and doesn't know what to write now. That's why he's got writer's block.
And then he gets
it really does feel like a Stephen King game.
Yeah.
100%.
But yeah, I didn't actually think of that, but yeah, you are right. It is Stephen.
The whole like axe wielding things, and it's very The Shining. I think they even reference it, like The Shining in the beginning.
Misery, by the way. Both Misery and The Shining, great films, by the way. I don't know.
I've never seen it.
Second Shining's good.
They're both brilliant films. I love them. In the cabin where that guy's like, come to safety in the cabin. On the TV, did you see who? There was an eye looking around on the TV. I recognised that eye anywhere.
So did I, Peter.
That was Sam Lake. That's Sam Lake's eye.
I recognise that fucking eye anyway.
I wonder if that's supposed to be like maybe connected to Control in some way though. Like maybe he's looking into the universe. I don't know though. I don't know much about Control.
Right, I'll just say some of the stuff I know about Control from this. Skipping ahead like here back and forth. Dr. Hartman's in Control.
Right?
So Dr. Hartman's in Control. I can't remember what he is.
They mentioned Dr. Hartman.
Yes, they say I can't remember what he is in Control, but I remember the name. As soon as they said the name, I was like, he's in Control.
I don't remember that.
There's something, and then there's a lot of the stuff in episode 3. Do you know you've got like the kind of like the black stuff, like almost like the mold on the floor?
Yeah.
That is, I swear that's the villains in Control.
Well, I've got a theory. Well, I've got a theory about what that is, and we'll get to that in a bit. Because I've got. That's the reason why we're doing a halfway point for this one, because I've got theories on what's going on. So
I came up with loads of theories like throughout this. Each one of them was like that can't be right. Like there's something that's like this definitely isn't a theory because there's something else that's overdoing it.
I reckon I figured it out. I reckon I've big brains this. I reckon I've got a huge brain.
Well, let's go.
I don't know. I feel like I haven't got any theories.
I reckon I've got... Okay. You know, I'll keep that to myself, because I think I might know something a little bit... Not a spoiler, but I know something about the ending. But
yeah, I was going to say, I know nothing, so I would appreciate no spoiler.
The only thing I know is I'm going to imagine he survives, simply because there's an Alan Wake.
Well, does he?
The second one looks so good, by the way.
Alan hears a booming voice from above in a beam of light. Presumably that's God, who speaks to him in a loud voice and says, "Go into the bright lights where you can be healed." That booming voice has never come back since, though. So did Alan just hear God in that moment? Because we
don't remember this bit.
It's when he leaves the cabin, he's going to a lighthouse.
Yeah.
It's like the tutorial guy who's like, oh, the light hurts them and stuff like that.
But like, who is that guy? And who is that guy in the beginning who was like, get into the house? Like, that hasn't been answered yet.
Also, I'm just going to say, because this is at that first bit as well, I don't think you would have seen this, Peter, but Tom, there was a notice board with a QR code.
Oh, really?
He was too busy listening to that Sam Lake.
If you scan it, if you scan it takes you to a YouTube video of Alan Wake writing. And I was like,
really?
That's really fucking cool.
I was like, yeah, I'm a big fan. Like, I didn't realize until quite late on that the TVs that come on are him live action. I was like, oh, that's cool.
I don't. I think
I had no
in
idea.
the original, it's still CG. It's still like CG version.
Oh,
of Telly,
yeah.
yeah. The only real
So no,
face
the
I've seen is
second
Sam
one used
Lake.
a lot of live action, I think.
Yeah, it's so kind of all the Remedy games like learn off each other. So I think it was this. I think the next thing they did was
Is it
Quantum Break,
Quantum
which was like the
Break?
which was the TV shows.
It's like a TV show. Yeah.
And
I never
Control
played it.
Control. I think was the first one that has. So you're playing the game, and then you've got the TVs, and then it's actually like a real person on the TV doing like an episode of something.
Remedy is quickly becoming one of my favorite studios. I think they're really good.
So, Max Payne has gone up in my rankings since we played it. Definitely.
Max Payne.
Yeah. Even like
it's so good.
even Quantum Break, it's not as good as everything else. But I'm still like, do you know what? I actually quite like the idea.
Yeah, I never touched it. I think I played it around your house once, maybe. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool.
It's all right. It's definitely not as good as.
It's like you can stop time. Is that right? Is that Quantum
Yeah,
Break?
it's like a superhero thing.
Okay, yeah. And I think this is the best sort of Remedy where it's like it's sort of realistic but not. Like there's supernatural things happening.
But is it?
good
Ooh,
stuff.
who knows? Because I've got my
Well, maybe
theories.
it's
I've got
not,
my
maybe.
theories. Ooh, is it?
You got your theory, you got
Is
your
it?
crackpot
But
theory.
Alan wakes up. He goes to the lighthouse, but when he wakes up, I get it. He's Alan Wake. his initials are literally Awake, and that's stupid.
I didn't even fucking call it that.
And Alan wakes up and he's on a boat with his wife and they're heading to Brighton. I thought it said Brighton at first, but it's called Bright Falls. He's heading to Brighton.
I've heard of the Bright Falls thing before. I don't know if it's like a thing
Who knows?
that's in the YouTube videos.
It's in Control. They mentioned
Maybe it's not where I've heard it from.
that, and then the TV show that they play in this all the time. Is it like Spring?
Oh, I love Night Springs. I love those clips.
That's in.
I'm a big fan
that's
of
in
the
Control.
radio show that happens in this game.
Yeah.
That was good fun.
No, the ones about the quantum immortality. The one where the guy with the has a gun and he goes like, in another universe, I shot myself. And I'm like, that's so cool. I love that.
And he's like,
Yeah.
is this supposed to be plugged in?
yeah. And then he like trips over the plug and then he shoots himself. So good. I like because it's obviously based on the Twilight Zone, and I like the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
I watched that in a hotel room once. It was great. I like binge watched in a hotel room. It was great. They're like horror stories from the 50s. So I'm glad you're playing the remaster because I usually don't mind old graphics, and I quite like late 90s, early 2000s graphics normally. But this game, I can see why I got a remaster. The characters look like their faces are made of plastic. The lip sync is awful. It just
Really?
it does not look like a nice game.
Even
I watched Digital Foundry's video of like the comparison. I'm like, oh, it is night and day. It's like plasticine in the original.
even the remaster though, it proves,
Yeah, I would say even the remaster isn't like huge difference.
no, it's not.
It's better.
It's better, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's like, oh, this is
It's like, it's definitely, you can tell it's ages, but like it's fine.
yeah. I'd
plays.
say it's a lot better than the original, but it's still. I wouldn't
I would
say
say,
it's
like-
like a.
No, 100%. I would say that the gameplay holds up. I've heard a lot of people saying that the gameplay feels quite old. I don't agree with that. I think the gameplay.
I think the gameplay is really clunky. I really don't. It's really clunky. I'm not a fan of the gameplay
like
so
it.
far. Like
From like Resident Evil to this, I'm like, yeah, this feels right.
my criticism of Gestalt was that whenever we were in the towns and the story was happening, I just wanted to get back to the game. Whenever the game is happening in Alan Wake, I just want to get back to the story. It's the opposite in Alan Wake.
Yeah, I don't know. I got vibes of like Dead Space. Not as good gameplay wise as like Dead Space, but like sort of along those lines.
I can see
Like,
what you
one
mean.
of
Yeah.
the best survival horrors I've played, and I've played some shit ones.
I think it's a unique. I think I give it a pass because it's unique in the sense of
But the light.
with the light and that. I do kind of.
I think if you take that out of it, it is very vanilla.
And the idea is that like he's not like a trained shooter. He's a writer. He's probably never used a gun before.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the idea, I think.
Well, you wouldn't know because he's almost got aimbot. for a lot of it. You sort of just point in the general direction.
You just hold a trigger. That's it.
Yeah.
But
also, the shotgun is useless.
There's two shotguns. The second shotgun I think is much better.
Yeah, it's pump action, isn't
Yeah.
it? The hunting rifle for the win.
Hunting rifle is the best.
Yeah, I like that one. The pistol pisses
I
me
like
off.
it. It's like you can't just shoot and everything and expect to do well. You have to like think about things, and that's what it should be like for this sort of game.
The pistol
Like Resident
spoils the
Evil.
game. I think it doesn't carry enough bullets, and it takes like 10 shots to kill something. It's stupid. I hate it.
I don't mind the pistol, but I really hate when when there's a boss battle when you just have unlimited ammo. And that just takes all of the tension out.
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
I'd rather they just go you have what you have.
There's too much ammo. I have never been in the point in this game where I've run out of ammo.
No, I did run out of ammo at one point, and I was like, "Fuck this!" I just ran away.
That sounds like a skill issue.
There's enough ammo. There's probably just if they just had a little bit less, it'd be fine. But the way it is now, it's there's not really a lot of tension. I can kill everything.
There's just enough. Like with Max Payne, there's just enough ammo at all times.
I think there's more. There's probably just a bit more than just enough. If they just had a little bit less.
I ran out. I've run out like a couple of times.
Well, maybe you're just bad.
Maybe I'm just bad.
I think this is a skill issue.
Can we talk about Alan's fashion sense though? I love his 3 jacket combo. He's wearing a black hoodie, a green coat, and then a tweed jacket over the top. His fashion sense is great. Yeah, with sort of like a paleontologist jacket, looking like Ross Geller. Then you get to a diner. Though, and there's a creepy old lady at the diner who says who gives you a letter to say, because you're going to the diner to pick up a key for your holiday cabin, because you're going on a holiday in Brighton, and you try to meet this guy there called Carl, and this creepy old lady says Carl's not here, but if you just go to the cabin, the key will be there. But what's the creepy old lady up to? She's clearly creepy.
All I have to note from this is there's a pair of bikers in the diner. That's me and you, Peter.
Yes, I saw the diner. Have you put that song on?
That's
less than a yard away from the music player.
Yeah, he could just reach over. He doesn't even have to leave his seat. He can just reach over.
He didn't just stand up. Yeah.
The developers only knew one colour whilst making this game. It was grey.
Yep, grey, black, and white.
And at times this game is just a bit too dark. At times I don't know where I'm going. It's a bit too dark, which I suppose is supposed to be kind of the point, but it just makes it a little bit just disorientating, a little bit not fun.
No problems are lighting, but I would say.
Well, there's at times where the screen is just completely black. There's nothing you can see. Maybe in the remaster it's a bit brighter. Maybe they changed
the
it.
remaster.
I don't think I have that issue.
But I would say, the colour palette is absolutely grey.
Yeah, greys and dark
very
blues.
2000s, I would say. Extremely 2000s.
Alan and Alice arrive at their holiday home, and nothing bad happens, and they just have a nice holiday.
They have a lovely time in a holiday home that doesn't exist.
Yes, it doesn't exist, does it? 'Cause apparently the island sank.
No. But yes. I like the idea of when something does go wrong and they start arguing, Alan's response is to, I'm just going to walk out the house because the lights have gone off. She ain't going to fucking follow me.
Yeah, and she's scared of the dark.
What a monumental prick.
But
Alan is a huge piece of shit.
I've got a theory about that. I've got a theory about her being scared of the dark.
Well, I ain't going to fucking do this. I'm
going to leave because she's not going to fucking follow me. She's scared of the dark.
That flashback where it's back in your flat, I'm like, you need to get over it, mate. It's not that bad, is it? It's a power outage.
How did she sleep?
Well, they lit 2 candles and she was fine.
She panics immediately as well in her own house. Surely in the dark you'd know your way around. If there was a power cut in your house, you'd know your way around, wouldn't you?
It's a woman that's had 0 carrots, isn't it?
I saw a thing about that. That was a World War II myth. Apparently, the carrots. That was a World War II myth.
I don't get that. That's legit, right?
Well, no, it was because pilots, the Germans thought that British pilots were like so good at like aiming like with their guns that they were like at night, that they were like, how can they see at night, that we make like fake propaganda. We make propaganda of like it's because of the carrots make them see better, to kind of trick the Germans into eating lots of carrots. apparently that's the case. That's what I saw recently.
There was a lot of shit taken in World War II.
Like,
there was a lot of piss.
Everyone was at MDMA.
It was just to throw the Germans off, really, and it's just a rumor that like spread beyond that.
I've heard it was used, not to that extent, but I heard it was like World War II as well.
Yeah,
it was like
yeah, I've not come across that.
So Alan's quickly recalled by the sound of Alice screaming because something's happened at the cabin. So he's running back to the cabin. And the way Alan says, "Oh no!" at the sight of Alice drowning is so funny. Like, it's so stupid.
He gets over it pretty quick as well.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go walk off.
But suddenly, Alan just all blinks and wakes up to his car teetering off the edge of a cliff. He doesn't know how he got there. He makes his way to the forest to try and reach a petrol station for help. But he's being stalked by the dark entity of Cal Stuckey, who I assume was like possessed by the creepy lady at the diner.
I love it. I think that this first episode is the best episode.
I think the third one.
really
I think
good.
the third one is.
I would say the
Really?
third. This is a good intro.
I think it's a perfect intro. I can't think of anything I'd change.
No,
It's really good.
I think it's a very good intro to it. I don't think it's the best.
It's
episode,
really
though.
good.
It's a very good intro.
It's so good. The third is good, but the first is so good. I love it.
So I hate how if you don't immediately do something, if you don't just immediately do so, Alan will say, "I need to go over there. I need to do this. I need to go over there." And it's like, yeah, I know, I'm just exploring a bit. Like, give me a fucking second, mate. It really annoys me.
I sort of stayed on the path that I was supposed to go on the whole. I didn't really go off the track.
It's the bit when you have to get the car and you have to find the key to the garage. It's like, there should be a key to the garage around here somewhere. I need to find the key to the garage. It's like, mate, give me a fucking second. I'm looking for the key. Jesus.
He just talked a lot to himself.
There's not a lot. Obviously, I know you've got like the collectibles of the manuscript, and you've got the coffee.
The coffee. What a weird collectible.
Listen, I don't know, but there isn't. It's not really like a collectible game. Like where they're placed as well, they're like right in front of you.
But it's more so that I was also looking for the key. The key wasn't in like an obvious place.
It's very like, I suppose, linear in the sense of it's not giving you any chance to like explore. It's very much you've got to stay on this path.
But then there's a bit where
it's always immediately obvious where you need to go.
Exactly. I feel like they could have perhaps put a bit more stuff in.
Then there's the bit with the coal mine though, where you have to drive down the path to the coal mine. There's loads of locations like on the way to that coal mine where you can like get out and have a look around and like collect things.
That's a funny thing you say about that.
Yeah.
Get out.
I didn't know, because obviously you start that cutscene in episode 3. You start out beside the car.
Yeah.
So I just assumed you couldn't get back into the car.
I did the same, and you walked half the way, right?
I walked fucking miles.
I walked all the way down the road. I was like, this is just a long stretch of road of nothing. Hang on, I'm going to turn back again.
I walked like the bit, and then I jumped down the cliff and I died. And I was kind of like, yeah, you've got to have the car.
Yeah.
I've been walking for about 5
And like, just nothing's happening in this time.
Well, did you not think that there was a car before? Maybe that.
But why did he get out of his car? Why did he just start the mission in the car?
Well, yeah, I guess.
That was you got out the car, so I was like, oh well, this car's it's going to be like, it won't prompt you to get into it now. I spent a good 5 minutes walking down that hill.
All right, we're ready for the first theory, my first prediction, my first theory. All right. Alice is dying of something completely unrelated in the real world, or she's already dead. But Alan is obsessed with writing his books. He has driven himself mad by being unable to overcome his writer's block. He believes that if he can finish his book, she'll be okay. Alice will live. But if he can't finish his book, she'll die. But in reality, the book and her well-being are completely unrelated. If she's already dead, then this is his coping mechanism. It's all a metaphor for creative burnout and obsession. That's my first theory.
That's So I haven't actually got any theories from episode 1, but I think it's definitely something to do with writer's block, or he just can't finish. Did I write? I wonder if I put it down on the third episode.
Like he's got such upset. He's so obsessive that he believes that if he can't finish this book, Alice will die.
In fact, I'm
completely unrelated.
In my episode 3 notes, I've put theory. He's trying to make sense of his wife's death. Like
I'm pretty sure Alice is dead.
But
so do I. And he's just trying to make.
I'm going to skip ahead a bit as well to a second theory. Her fear of the dark is actually Alan keeping her in the dark by not telling her things. It's a play on words, keeping her in the dark. I like that one.
Maybe.
And the coffee thermos collectibles are coffee that writers stereotypically drink, and the black splodges on the floor that you said were from Control, I think are just like ink spills. Like
I
I
don't think they're from Control. I just think, like, it's been a while since I've played it, but I swear in Control it's called the mold or something like that, and it's represented by like just blobs on the floor, and because the whole point is there's a cleaner there as well. In Department of Control, there's a cleaner there,
right?
Who's a fucking, when we get to play in Control, that cleaner, fucking chill guy.
Okay, all right then.
He's all right. He's a good lad.
He's a fucking good little guy. Can't remember his name. He's called the cleaner. Fucking good little guy.
The janitor, I think.
The janitor, he might be, yeah.
Or maybe Alice isn't even real, and she's a character in the story like everyone else is. and the writer's block is him being unable to write a satisfying ending to her character in the book. Like, he's written this character, he knows he's at the end of the book now, and he's like, how do I write an ending to this character? Maybe that's another theory. I want to see if that's true. I want to know.
The other one I had was...
It could very easily be something that's like, and here's something that you could never have predicted.
Yeah, I think it probably will be. To be honest.
I think it's going to be something like... I think it's going to be a proper, like, theory.
Alan tells the
I
police...
think it's going to be like proper supernatural. I don't think it'll be like grounded in reality at all.
There was no dark presence. It was all his mind. No, I think there is still a dark presence. I think, unless it is a story.
Something is going on.
Yeah.
Because they mentioned that the whole town is like, this has happened before.
Yeah.
So I'm adamant this is like, something weird is going on in this place.
Well,
this isn't just like an Alan Wake thing. This is like this is something's going on.
I think the thing we've all gauged is Sam Lake and the Remedy team must have been on some wild fucking crap. Their acid was spiked.
If you type in a Sam Lake on Discord, every single gif of him is him just drinking tea. Like, every single one.
He just drinks coffee. That's it. That's all it is. I will say though, like, Remedy, I never really played a Remedy game before Game Club. They are quickly becoming one of my favorites.
I never played one, yeah.
So good.
I obviously I've played Control, but a lot of the games I played I didn't know were Remedy. Obviously I played Control and I was like, yeah, that's easily one of my favourite games. Quantum Break was very good, and I didn't know they were all like from. And then obviously I went back, and then that's when we played Max Payne, and Max Payne, it's like,
I just can't think of any other studio that would have done this.
No,
and like very well.
They're very good at storytelling. I think
this could easily be a shit game.
Yes,
it isn't. It's good.
Sorry, I'm just posting pictures of Sam Lake drinking tea. Like, endless fucking gifs of him just drinking tea. There's so many. Alan tells the police that his wife went missing from an island on Cauldron Lake, but the police tell him that there is no island on Cauldron Lake because there was an eruption there like some years ago that sunk the island. But also, no one seems to be bothered that Alice has disappeared. Alan keeps telling people like, "Oh, my wife has disappeared. I don't know where she is. Like, she might be dead." And everyone's just like, "Oh well, you know, maybe she'll turn up. Like, no one seems bothered about.
There's a woman that seems relatively.
I feel like she's doing the bare minimum though at the police station though. Like she's like being like, oh yeah, I'll take notes, I'll write stuff down, I'll write down your details and everything.
She's doing more than the FBI guy. The FBI guy just wants to kill him. And he's just like, whoa, don't do that.
So I like the story with the manuscripts, right? I just wish the menu... So actually, this might be something in the remaster. I just wish the menu for them was better. When you get a manuscript and you listen to the voiceover for it, if you exit out of that, does it continue playing?
No.
Okay. I thought that was a really annoying thing, and I wish that was a thing in this version. I was hoping it was fixed in the remaster.
Are we on episode 2 yet?
We're near the end of episode 2. And episode 3 is really short, my notes for that one.
Episode 2, no, I'm just saying, episode 2, I had no volume in the major cutscenes.
Why?
Really?
I don't know. I had no volume.
Your game just broke. So you...
in the actual, like, when you're playing it to voiceover, I had it, but in the cutscenes, there was no volume.
Oh, that sucks.
So I was kind of like, okay, this is weird. I'm gonna have to get I'm gonna have to get the cutscenes on YouTube.
Well, I had Sam like telling me what was going on behind the scenes.
When you go through this door, a monster is about to come out.
We introduced a light mechanic because
we were the first game to do this style of lighting.
I recently played Portal 2 with the director's commentary.
Oh, that's fun.
I highly recommend it.
That's fun. I've done that. Yeah. Yeah, with Gabe Newell being like, Gabe Newell just being like, so in this game,
we made the porter blue and orange.
I'm gonna go live on my super yacht. You get a phone call from Rusty who says he's seen things and now he believes you. He's seen like some of the monsters. Now he believes you. Alan tells Rusty to lock the doors and hide away. I thought the manuscript here, though, because you picked up a manuscript after this that says, what Alan didn't know is that by the time he got there, Rusty would be dead. I'm sure the manuscript said that, but Rusty's not dead. Maybe that's like maybe much later in the game. Maybe it's like referencing that maybe much later in the game, Rusty dies.
Well, there's a scene later where you go back to the thing and he's like, he says, it's just like what the manuscript said. And he's like, he's been shot or something, he's bleeding. He's like, it's just what the manuscript said.
Yeah, so you get a manuscript that's like, I went around the corner and there was a guy with a chainsaw chasing me, and you go around the corner, there's a guy with a chainsaw chasing you. Like, the book is that. I mean, that's what that villain guy who says that he has Alice captive. He's like, I want the manuscripts, and if I have the manuscripts, I can predict the future and I can control the universe, and that's what he believes is happening. But Alan's like, I don't have a manuscript.
He's making it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but is he though? Because he's not. He's actually just finding the pages.
No, it's him going through these like nightmares, quote unquote. That's him. That's him writing it. I think.
Yeah.
That's him like soldiering through his writer's block.
Yeah.
For the things that are happening to him is what's helping him go through it.
I don't think like really any of this is real. I think this is all just in his head.
I don't
know. Like, I think it is.
Well, I think it's in his head, but his head has created a universe. Like his mind has become.
It's happening, but yeah, he's playing a hand in it. Definitely.
He's like projected a world.
I'll skip forward to a theory I came up with. I think it's too obvious to be true though.
Okay.
And that is he's in a coma, and this world is himself in a coma because of something that in this game there's like 4 car crashes. Like you wake up in a car like 4 times.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
So he's had like a car crash or something, or the car has perhaps hit him from the beginning.
Yeah, he's the hitchhiker. Could be.
And he's in a coma, and he's just made, and it's like kind of like a story. But this is the thing, I say this, but it's like, how does the dark presence and that, how does that...
That's like, I don't know, death coming for him or something, because he's in a coma, I don't know.
I think there is genuinely something supernatural happening. It's not just like a dream. I think there is something going on.
I think it could go either way, I think, with that. It could go either way.
I think there is like a presence, like a supernatural presence that preyed on them and was waiting for someone to come along. I mean, Alan Wake came along and was like, well, you're the creative force I need to like enact my dreams or whatever. Yeah. Enact what I want to do. You've enabled me to do this. So I think it is real what's happening. But Alan Wake is basically creating it himself.
I like this though.
unwittingly.
I like we've all got different ideas though, because it means that's the reason I wanted to do a part one. I like
a good
this.
game.
Yeah, I like this. All right, okay, I'm gonna upset you guys with this one. If Alan is collecting the manuscripts in universe, why doesn't he try to change his actions? Like, if he's reading the manuscript and be like, I know that this is about to happen, why isn't he trying to change his actions to be like, to make it sure that the page doesn't come true?
I guess he can't though. Like, he still wants to save Alice.
Well,
So
this
to
is the
save
bit that you're going to be
her,
upset
do
by.
the thing.
It could be based on something, not based on, but a similar kind of thing.
Hey, Doctor, I'm gonna fucking
You say Doctor Who, I swear to God.
An episode called Angels Take Manhattan,
Oh.
where they have a book that basically predicts the future, and Matt Smith is like, we can't read ahead in the book because if whatever we read will come true, so we need to not read the book, otherwise. But then the argument is like, well, if we read the book, then we can change the future. And he's like, oh no, that's not how that works.
You said it was Matt Smith. That must have been after this game, though.
Yeah, would it be? Yeah, I'm not saying it's based on that, but I'm saying that it's a similar kind of idea. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just
no.
conscious that there is a second game.
That's
So,
the
like, in a
thing.
way, there's a bit of a spoiler.
Second game.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what's gonna. It's all quite weird, isn't it? So maybe it's different. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know anything about the second game really at all.
I know there's two playable characters. One's Alan Wake and one's some FBI woman. That is all I know.
I don't think it's the FBI woman in this game.
I don't think it is either.
You get to Rusty, and you have that boss battle with the crows. This was the first bit where I was like, I like this. The boss battle with the crows, and you have to
Yes.
shoot the crows.
I died quite a few times on the crows. I'm not gonna lie.
I think I did.
Is this when you're at the cabin?
Yes, and you're
Yeah,
you're
you've got to
protecting,
save
you're
your
rescuing Rusty. Yeah,
Is it Rusty? Is that his name?
No,
I think his name's Rusty.
Harry.
Barry. Have I got his name mixed up?
He's the guy at the
Barry.
beginning, right? He's the owner of the garage.
I have Rusty written in my notes. Maybe I got his name mixed up.
Harry's the guy who's like locked in. He's like, I should have believed you, Alan.
Yeah, the Jonah Hill kind of guy. That guy.
Yeah, that's Barry.
Yeah, Barry. Okay, yeah.
No,
He's like
no,
the agent.
I just got his name mixed up.
Yeah, Barry's your agent. Yeah, Rusty's like the guy who owns the garage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I just got that name
Beginning.
mixed up. Okay.
Yeah, no. We obviously spoke to Peter, me and you earlier, just before that bit. I think it was the bit just before that you found out that your wife's been kidnapped. Have we mentioned that about the kidnapping?
The villain who we think is, I thought he was going to be like the main villain, but then he isn't. By the end of this episode, we know that he isn't. He's the guy who like saves you and he teaches you about the flares.
He's on the boat at the very beginning.
Is he? I don't remember that.
Yeah. He's right at the other end of the boat. He's like, goddamn city folk, and that's all he says. He's like leaning
Okay.
on the edge.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought that. I was like, oh, okay, that's weird. I was like, oh, it's that guy. Oh, he's a piece of shit.
But episode 3, my favourite one. Alan gets a phone call from the woman at the diner, and from her perspective on the phone, we see that she's being possessed by the creepy old lady from earlier. Alan goes to the diner, goes to the caravan where the diner woman is. Like, she has a name, but I can't remember her name. Maybe is it Rose or something?
Rose.
Yeah.
He's like Alan's number one big fan.
On a side note, the guy you have to follow to get to the caravans is so painfully slow.
It's that meme,
I know
isn't
he's
it?
got a
Of, like,
limp.
your character walks fast. Your character walks slower than the character, but runs
really-
faster than him.
They could have just made him not have a limp. It felt like a real design choice to give him a limp. I was like, are you fucking joking me? And you'd walk around looking for coffee thermos, thinking there must be some hidden around, and he stops and waits for you. I'm like, just carry on.
Yeah, just go.
I'll catch up. Eventually, I just guessed at what caravan Rose is in. It happened to be right. I was like, I'm just skipping all this shit.
Yeah, just at the end of the path, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the woman, but she's clearly possessed when you get to the caravan. She's clearly possessed, and Alan has seen this before, so surely he should immediately be like, "Hang on, I shouldn't trust her." So he drinks her tea, and it's like, yeah, of course she's gonna have like drugs in the tea, moron.
I was getting major Get Out vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna fall. I thought he was gonna fucking fall through that fucking seat. That sofa.
It was definitely like Come on, Alan. You know what's going on here, mate.
It's like the first time you meet her
Wake up.
in the dine at the start, she's like really like, "Oh, it's Alan Wake, I love you," and then this time she's like, "Oh, hey."
Even on the phone in the very beginning, she's like, "Miss Alan Wake, I've got your missing manuscripts." I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll come right over." It's like,
That's
mate,
it. That's the
pay
reason why she
attention.
calls you. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, because she has the rest of the pages for the manuscript that you need to get to free your wife.
Yes. But it's clear. It's obviously a trap, Alan.
It's so clearly not true.
But why
the
does
fuck would she have them?
why does the caravan park guy call the police on you? I can't remember.
I think because you were in there for a long time.
You
I
could be
think don't they? I think it's because obviously, isn't Rosie's like on the floor crying. Barry's like, because there's a bit when you wake up and he's like, yeah, I can't actually lift Barry to get him to the car, so I'm just gonna leave him.
he could be dead. Or he's at least definitely arrested,
dead.
right? He's definitely been arrested, right? Because
Yeah. I love that. I love that. It's like, oh well, Barry, I tried.
And especially because the FBI guy immediately tries to kill you. It's like, I didn't try that hard, mate. I'm sorry.
yeah. But yeah, you go on the run from the police. I like this bit. This bit's fun because I also like this bit because you hear the police in the distance being attacked by the dark entities,
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, that proves that it's kind of real.
I thought it was a very good reverse. How in this section, when you're escaping the police, you have to avoid the light.
Yes.
I
Otherwise
thought
they
that
spot
was
you.
very. I was playing it. I was like,
Yeah.
I think it's a very good kind of like parallel to what you've been doing. Like
Maybe you
shining
are
light.
one of them. Ooh.
I wanted to enjoy this more. I just sort of just walked in one direction and didn't stop to think. And
Me
it
neither,
just-
really.
it-
Oh, okay.
I just
It's a
kept
very
running.
short bit, but I just like I like that. I like that bit.
I sprinted every time until Alan was like breathing out of his ass, and I'd stop. Then I'd carry on again.
Breathing out of
And
his
I
ass.
never had any trouble.
Okay. Episode 3 is my favourite so far, though. This is the episode where I got it. I liked the flashbangs. This is where you get introduced to the flashbangs. The way the police were also attacked by the darkness. The defence at the barn section, where you have to like defend yourself and that you get this ambush at this barn.
Yeah.
The coal mine, I really liked. The coal mine bit, that was great.
Yeah.
Although I do think it was a bit silly of the game. Like, it was the game basically admitting that, like, hey, the nighttime sections of the game is, like, the only thing we can do. Like, if we set this game during the day, it loses its momentum. Because he goes to the coal mine, and then he's, like, waiting for the bad guy to show up, and he's like, I waited there all day until nightfall. And it's like, okay, so now it's immediately nighttime again. This is stupid.
There was a bit when you kicked down the door, like Intimidate, you kicked down the door and walk in. I was like, you know, if I was the kidnapper and I saw, you know, and we'll just keep it in universe and kick down a saw Alan Wake there. I think it's a proven of the two characters of if it's Alan Wake kicking that door down, I'm like, oh, this is a fucking, you know, I'm gonna fucking put the sky. If it's Max Payne, I'm shitting myself.
Yeah. He's, like, leaping through the door in slow motion.
Alan, it was that point I was like, you know, Alan Wake compared as much as you know, he's a good character. He's a bit of a pussy compared to Max Payne because Max Payne is eating that coal mine.
Max Payne solves this crisis in about an hour, I think.
I think
Yeah. It's an afternoon for him. Yeah.
This is every day.
It's an everyday. It's like normal afternoon for him. But Alan gets a phone call from Alice, and she clearly sounds like possessed. And Alan goes like, "There was something wrong with her. She didn't sound right." So it's like, come on, Alan, you can't be this fucking dense.
Wake up, mate.
And I think and this is where I thought like, oh, it's her fear of her, like she's like talk about like, oh, why didn't you tell me, Alan? Why didn't you tell me? It's because he's keeping her in the dark, and that's where my theory came from.
That's a very good theory.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And it talks about driving to the coal mine, and there's lots of locations, but there's not really much at those locations. Alan finds the bloke who said he had Alice captive, who said he'd like meet him at the coal mine. Alan finds him crying and says that he doesn't have Alice and to warn him to stay away. Like in this moment, he's kind of like on Alan's side weirdly. He's like, "No, Alan, I don't have your wife, but you need to stay away. You need to get out of here." He kind of like turns good in this like one quick segment, and He tells you to run away before it's too late, before a big black tornado comes and swoops you both up into the sky. And that's the end of episode 3 and our halfway point.
I've got another theory to add here.
Okay.
And that was Alan Wake is actually a character in a book. Like,
yeah, I think that was that's one as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I think there's
writing
no.
his own
He's actually a character. He's not like the writer. He's almost. Was it Cassidy's? Did you say his name was?
Oh, Alex Casey. I don't think he's actually said that. I think I saw that as a spoiler, but
there's. It's not a spoiler because in the second episode, if you go to you know, like you're in the house, it's like the studio.
Yeah.
There's like it lists all the books. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not a spoiler because that name's like everywhere.
Okay.
There's like it's clearly on.
I don't know anything about what's going to happen next, though. By the way, that was the only potential spoiler I saw.
I don't know anything about it either. I don't think that's. I don't know what it is really. 'Cause it depends on the theories, but I mean that's not a spoiler. In episode 2, it's literally there's loads of books on the shelves which say, "Oh, it's Alan Wake's book and it's starring."
You know what?
Alex Cassidy.
You know what? I would admire the balls of this game if it said, in the end, Alan Wake was a character in a video game. I'd admire the balls of it. To be like, you were playing a video game.
Well, we got that in Max Payne, didn't we? The bit when he's like...
Oh yeah, it was like it was the worst thing I could imagine. I was in a video game.
I had everything was like a storyboard cutout.
I saw guns floating above my head.
This is the worst thing ever.
Alan Wake, not Alan Wake. Max Payne has gone up in my rankings. It's that film. The film was great. The film was fine. It was fine. The game was much better though, obviously.
But the film was great. But watching Sunday movies talk about it elevates the film.
He thought he could stop 9/11.
Mark Wahlberg walks into the room with the energy of a man who says he could stop 9/11.
Anyway, Tom, halfway score.
I give it like an 8, I think.
Okay, why is that?
It's just good fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever
it.
played a game like it. The light mechanic is not like anything I've played before. I like how you have to stun people then kill them.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's aged very well. I don't know if it's a popular opinion, but I think it has.
Okay, Jack.
I think it is because I think it's a good name. For me, it's a 7.5. I think what nails it down is the second episode because I do think, whereas like the third episode, each episode seems to bring something new into it, like a different gameplay aspect, whereas the second one doesn't. It's kind of just like. I think the second episode was very bland, so that's why it's a 7.5 for me. But I'm very much enjoying it, and I'm expecting the score to most likely go up.
Yeah, it's growing on me. Those first 2 episodes, I wasn't sure.
It's definitely growing on me. Like I want to play this. I already want to play the second one.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes I wasn't sure. The third one is where like the horror. I started getting the horror. I like that we've all got different theories. I like that we've got that going because it means that the story is interesting and it means that what's going to happen next. The combat can be annoying sometimes. That's the only thing I can say really badly about it at the minute, is that the combat can just sometimes be a bit annoying, and also the fact that there is one colour in this game, or 2 colours in this game. It's grey and black. That's the only bad thing I can really say about it. And the voice acting is awful, but that can be excused by the fact that apparently it's supposed to be Alan talking from a book, but that doesn't excuse Alice having a terrible voice, you know?
Even that, though, I'm like... You can do a good impression of someone like almost like reading something for the first time.
He doesn't know how to read.
Yeah, I think it is just bad voice acting.
Alan's sounding out the letters.
Maybe that's a theory. It's A-L.
Well done, Alan. Keep going. Anyway, 7, but it'll probably go up.
Yeah, I'm expecting this to go up all of this. I mean, I don't know anything about this game. I don't as much as I said I've played Control, Control doesn't have much to do with this. Again, I think it's just a shared universe. Like there's references in Control through this.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I'm expecting the story to get better. I think the story's only going to get better, and I do think it'll be, when we're talking about this in the next part, I do think it'll be like a very much a we'll all perhaps be like, our theories are, this is so good.
I thought you were about to say, when we're talking about this in 50 years, I thought that's what you were going to say.
When we revisit this in 50 years, because Tom still hasn't played.
Tom still hasn't had a game, yeah. I think Tom's fallen asleep.
He might have.
Sleepy Tom. Anyway, yeah, so that's our halfway point. Tom's fallen asleep.
Hang on. He's Alan Wake.
He's Alan Sleep.
Alan Wake. Dun, 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 dun.
And in the morning he will be awake.
Alan Wake. Oh.
Alright then. Right, halfway point. We'll finish the game. There's 6 episodes.
So the remastered one actually has 8.
Okay.
But
well,
I think the last
DLC. I think they're the DLC.
It's just DLC. I don't think the DLC is going to have anything to do with it.
Okay. Well, let me know if you play the DLC. Let me know.
I think what we'll do is we'll play the DLC.
Yeah. But I don't have
like
it.
me and Tom.
Yeah.
And then just talk about it. I don't think it's because it's DLC. I don't think it's going to have a massive effect on the story.
Okay.
I'm willing to bet it's probably just like a 20-minute chapter or something.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you next time in the Game Club.
It's a goodbye from me. Goodbye. It's a goodbye from Peter.
Goodbye.
It's a goodbye from Tom.
He's falling asleep. Tom is in a hotel room at the minute on tour. He's doing the Game Club on the road.
He's on a stag do. In respect to the man, he's decided to call us.
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake.
Go.
We finished Alan the Wake. I mentioned last time that the thing I thought I knew about the ending, because I mentioned I think I know something about the ending, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is because that's a spoiler. It's the part that the ending is still left to interpretation, that nothing's really answered, and that kind of is true. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well,
So
I think very much so.
I should also say, I've played the first DLC.
Okay, I haven't. I didn't know there was any, so I didn't touch it.
We weren't playing.
it.
It wasn't part of the video, and my rating isn't based on that. It'll be based on the original, like the first 6 episodes. It's a very good DLC. It does follow on the story, and I have a feeling the second part's gonna do something with it.
I expect in the second part something might happen.
Something might happen.
I know there's 3 games, isn't there? There's this American Nightmare and then 2.
American Nightmare. That's
I
like
thought American Nightmare was the DLC, but it turns out it's not.
I think
me too,
American
yeah.
Nightmare. I think is that just a survival game?
It apparently does. It's like a significant parts of the story, though.
I know. I tell you what, I have played American Nightmare like briefly.
American Nightmare.
Nightmare. I put you American Nightmare. And I think it's just like it's Alan is stuck in episodes of that Bright Falls thing.
Oh, I heard you played as. Do you remember? So at the end, skipping to the end of this straight away. Mr. Scratch is like the evil version of Alan.
Yeah, that confused me. I'm not gonna lie.
So I think he's a big part of Alan Wake too. But I think in American Nightmare you play as Mr. Scratch.
God, I couldn't tell you.
That's what I heard.
played it
I have no idea.
Genuine like an hour, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago.
It is something that's just very tacked on to the end. It doesn't mean anything in this game.
It did feel a bit like sequel baity.
Yeah, it was like.
I did have an inherent problem with it, but.
And there's also an evil Alan.
Yeah, Mr. Scratch. I was like, okay.
Okay, if you say so, Sam.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Sam Lake, my God.
So I'm like, well, we'll get to that in a second. did you spot it, Tom? Because I know Jack did.
Oh,
What the?
spot it. It's a cutscene. You can't.
So
It is like, and it's almost like, yeah, you have to watch this.
Yeah,
Before-
if you don't see it, you're not paying attention at all.
before we get too far ahead of ourselves, episode 4. Alan wakes up in a psychiatric hospital called Cauldron Lake Lodge with Dr. Hartman, who tells him that Alice is dead, and Alan's way of coping was to imagine dark entities were attacking him. Alan notes that the island on the bay and the lakes are gone, that as in like the islands that his house was on is disappeared, like as in the policewoman told him.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? She said like, oh yeah, the island sank a million years ago. Not a million years ago.
This bit, I'm not gonna lie, this whole psychiatric thing kind of confused me.
Yeah, it feels rushed, this bit.
I didn't
like,
mind it, but I was just like, what am I doing? What's happening right now?
It was a bit weird. I think
I enjoyed the
I wasn't a
gameplay.
fan of this-
When you
this
leave the
chapter.
house, it's good fun. But
So the game knows that you're having doubts about whether anything is real or not. So this part of the game is like sort of bit like, oh, maybe you were right. Maybe this is all fake and stuff. But it doesn't spend long enough in that scenario. I feel like it should have spent longer in the scenario, like building on the idea of like, oh no, this is just the truth. It is all fake. It is all just a dream. And then it immediately, but it too quickly goes into, oh, Dr. Hartman's actually evil and he wants you to finish the manuscript.
yeah, that was the bit I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah,
He was evil.
it's almost like it loses confidence in itself during this bit.
Yeah. And there's
Yeah.
Tor and Odin.
so the only thing I know about the second one is I know they come back. I know their characters in the second.
Do you recognise Tor and Odin from the beginning of the game? They're in the
I was going to say
diner.
they are the bikers.
Yeah, they're like play the jukebox.
Yes.
Track number 6, Sonny.
Yeah, so but like, how did they get from that diner to the lodge?
They're all gods.
I think it's implied that they've been in that lodge for a while. So like maybe something's not real there. I don't know.
I don't know.
But Hartman is trying to get Alan to write again, just like Alice was. Perhaps and Hartman wants the manuscripts for himself so that he can become the all-powerful entity instead.
Well, I like that he's made this home just so that he can take in artists and he can take their inspiration, and then he's using that to manipulate or whatever. That was interesting.
That's a good way of interpreting it. Yeah.
Well, that's what he says it.
Oh, okay.
he takes in artists. He's like it's a recovery home for artists. That's what he says.
Hartman says when he's like trying to convince Alan this is all a dream, he says to Alan, right now you're in control, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's supposed. Sure, that's a normal thing to say, but could that be control? You know?
No, I'm calling bullshit on that.
Right now you're in the control universe.
10 years after this.
I'm calling bullshit. That came out 9 years later.
I will say they definitely planned ahead though, because I know that something in Alan Wake 2 is like they planned it ahead like in 2005. I know.
Yeah, it was part of the universe. That wasn't though, because Control has very little. The first one has very little to do with the first Alan Wake. There's a couple of cameos in it, and Dr. Hartman's character is nothing like he is in this. It is just it's also a DLC character.
I was gonna say, isn't there there's a whole DLC in Control based around Alan Wake?
It's Alan Wake, yeah. The Control. It's.
I need to play Control. I really do.
I need to play that again because I very much love it.
Well, we'll get to it. It's on the list.
It is on the list. Very looking forward to that.
Kind of wish we just did all the Remedy games all in one go because I'm having.
I'm actually going to say this. Remedy, I'm like invested in the Remedy-verse now.
Well, we got
also their games are just really fucking good.
we got Alan very soon after Max Payne, so maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm just thinking you have the first two Max Paynes, which are very good. You've then got Alan Wake. Quantum Break is still a good game, though it's not as I'd say it's definitely the weaker one.
Sticking on
Quantum Break is a TV show, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one like you play, and then after the end of each episode, you watch a 30-minute like live action TV show. which
Yeah,
I
can see that
really want to
being
watch
annoying.
again now because I'm like, Sam Lake got to turn up in one of those TV episodes.
Definitely stick it on the list then. Put it on right now. Maybe
I
we'll get
will.
it
You know
I'll be
what?
interested to
I
play a
will.
Remedy game.
That'll go on the reserve list.
All right then. Do we have to play it after Control then?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think it's linked at all, is it? Quantum Break?
Quantum Break. No, Quantum Break was it was supposed to be Alan Wake 2, but they kind of like they couldn't agree. They wanted to make an Alan Wake 2 obviously after this one, but they couldn't. I don't think they could get the story right, so they turned that into Quantum Break, and then a few years down the line, I think that's when they were like, okay, Control 2, Alan Wake 2.
Oh, I have as of this morning downloaded Alan Wake 2, but I don't know whether to play it or not.
You can do. I mean, it might be a while before we get it, so it's not actually on the list yet. I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, because
surely
we're going to play
we
this
could
one
replace
first.
her.
I mean, yeah,
I suppose American Nightmare would be the next one, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I might play it. I might play it while it's fresh in my mind, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say don't play it, like,
Yeah, but don't play it.
but,
So at
yeah,
this stage of the game, I actually put on my notes. I believe the tape recordings. You go into the Dr. Hartman's office and you hear a tape recording of Alice like talking about Alan, and I was like, oh, I believe Alice here. Alan has just gone mad, and Hartman is telling the truth. I believe him, and I still think there is some truth to Hartman. Like I do think there is some truth to no, Alan was just a bit mad, and this was a real hospital.
I think even Alan was like, you have to be a little crazy to believe all of this. I think he was losing his mind. The darkness touched him. Yeah.
In the maze level, you kill Hartman as like a boss, but it's like there's no like build up to this or anything. There's just he's just a regular enemy.
He comes and it's like, oh, you're just I think episode 4 was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, no, episode 4 might be one of the worst.
Especially after episode 3, and then before episode 5 and 6. Because I really like episodes 5 and 6 as well. I feel like episode 4 as a whole was a bit disappointing, probably until the very end.
I would say the second half of this game is better than the first half.
Oh,
I agree. Episode 5 and 6 are brilliant. I would say the ending of episode 4 is really good, but like the psychiatric bit, the maze.
Yeah.
Until we get to the bit with the farm. Flora and Odin's like house and the farm bit.
Well, I was going to mention it. So you mentioned it, the maze level. What do we think of the maze level?
I like the maze level. To be honest, I don't really feel much tension, and the maze is very short. But like, I think you have so much power. I think there's a real pivot in the first half to like a bit of horror-y, survival horror. It is basically an action game.
Barry, once again, though, was fucking useless, though. He was like, oh, Alan, these gates won't open. You have a car, Alan, Barry. Smash through the gates if he's in danger. Like, sure, you'll fuck up your car, but like...
I am going to skip
Barry
ahead.
would be like a bad guy all along. I thought he was going to be like a darkness thing.
Barry, he might as well have been. He was the true villain.
I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit, though, because I agree with you. I think Barry is an annoying character in that. But how is he the smartest person in the game when he comes out? This is in episode 5. When he comes out the room and he's covered in like Christmas lights and the torch. I'm like,
you know what? Yeah.
That is. Why is no one else doing this?
Because Alan laughs at him. He's like, "What's the Christmas lights for? You fucking idiot!" And he's like, "No."
That's such a good idea.
And he's like, "Yeah, the Christmas lights are like garlic, like a vampire." And it's like, "Yeah, that works."
I was like, we've got to go. As much annoying as this guy is, I've got to give him some respect.
Yeah. Did you stay when he's on the phone, being like, saying, like, "Oh, hey, I just want to tell you that there's a code red or something in the area." Yes, because the police officer like
I
tells
did a little bit. I don't think I did it for all. Yeah,
I stayed for the whole dialogue to see if something would happen, and he just starts repeating himself after a while.
Oh, poor you.
No, I don't think I did.
But we get to the farm, and I like this. I very much like the stage bit, like at the house.
Oh yes.
With when you're surviving on the
on the stage
gods,
and there's like rock music playing, yeah.
Yeah, the old gods of Asgard.
Yeah.
Or the new,
I think
whatever
that was
they
the
call
point for me. I was like, I can't take this serious as a horror game anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't think you're supposed to take the
fine.
narrative seriously, really, at all.
it. No.
No, I'm
like,
not saying it's a bad thing either. I don't mind that at all.
if we think of realism, is this concert level in Alan's head? Because I feel like the world is quite realistic. But it's everything that's going on in Alan's head that's like.
It did happen. I think it did happen. I can just believe that the brothers were just so mad that they probably did do this.
Yeah.
But then, are the brothers even real? I mean, they are.
I
but
think
like,
the brothers are, because I think the brothers are like kind of like the anchor point of like, hey, it's like the anchor point of like, okay, everything else around us is fake, but these two people are
I was
real,
going to agree
and
with
that's
you.
why they're mental.
I think they're. I don't want to say they're like key into the whole thing, but I feel like they're supposed to be, yeah, like you said, the anchor point.
yeah, I like that Thor has a hammer and Odin has an eye patch. It's really like playing into the North.
Playing into the old gods of Asgard.
Oh my god, did the Avengers copy Alan Wake?
They might.
So we're at the farm level though, so with the big combine harvester attacking you.
Yes.
You remember that? Like,
yeah.
because I found it a little bit. I mean, it's the same way you kill everything in the game, shine a torch at it, but there's no like indication that you're actually doing damage to the combine harvester.
I quite enjoyed. I
liked
this.
it. Yeah, I thought it was a good
Yeah.
level. I died twice.
Poltergeist, I think were. Yeah, I like them. They're good fun.
Yeah, but then you get to Torrin Anderson's house at the farm, and you just like get drunk with Barry. I feel like, given the circumstances,
It did not take a lot of convincing. No, I was like,
given the circumstances, I feel like they should be on like high guard. You know.
Yeah.
But he's also like, you must be reading the manuscripts, and one of them mentions like it's filled with liquid from the lake. I'm like, come on now, you've read that. I've read that. Why are you still
drinking
getting
lake water? I didn't see that.
Yeah. They brewed it with like water from the lake. It's just like fucking hell, guys.
Oh, have you seen that film with the Cure for Wellness? It's got the main character is the guy who plays the Green Goblin in the Andrew Garfield ones.
Okay.
it's basically the water. Don't drink the water. That's the point of that film.
Right, okay.
I was gonna say that the that's a spoiler. Never mind. So yeah, Alan has a dream about what happened on the night Alice fell into the lake. It is revealed that the old lady possessed Alan to write the story so she could become more powerful. There's also a plot about and she was the lover of Thomas Zane, and it's revealed that Thomas Zane was also a writer like Alan, and all of this happened before. Basically, like Alan's basically just reliving what Thomas Zane.
I
really like
got that
Thomas
bit.
Zane
It's kind of
stuff.
like the characters are just. It's almost like like the Stephen King It.
Stephen King, really?
I
was to say, like everything is repeating itself. It's very much inspired by that.
I like the idea
this
that
game isn't inspired by Stephen King.
Thomas Zane has just written Alan Wake, and Alan Wake is just that's how he's been born.
Yeah, no, I think that's one way to interpret it. Definitely, that Alan Wake is fictional and Thomas Zane wrote him.
100%. I think.
Also, why is Thomas Zane
like a real person?
Diving suit.
Yeah. I think he is. Like, Alan Wake is clearly a real person, but he has been written, and because he wouldn't have been born if Thomas Zane didn't write him, and all of his life has just been leading to this.
The idea. Well, I think we're skipping ahead a little bit, but the idea is that Thomas Zane's girlfriend Barbara died, so Thomas Zane tried to write her back to life, but she came back as kind of like a zombie, like kind of like she didn't come back right, so she came back as like with dark powers, and that's why. And she's the old lady who like is stalking you and everything.
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. But also, Thomas Zane is a big daddy from BioShock for some reason.
He's in the lake, I guess. You know.
Well, it's not very well explained in the story, but I watched a video with Sam Lake, and he explains that it's because Thomas Zane was an avid diver. Sure.
Right, okay.
if you want, Sam Lake.
Sure.
I was kind of right about how Alan believes if he can write Alice back to life, basically, just like how Barbara did. Yeah, which yeah. It's both in Alan's head and not at the same time. What we're seeing is in his head, but he's being possessed to write the story. I think those bits we see on the TV are the real bits, basically, where he's like going mad in that study.
Yes, I would agree.
Because did you notice? And this might be like this maybe reading into it a bit too much. In his study, there are two circular windows, and I think it's kind of like the study is his brain, and he's looking out of those two eye holes, basically.
Okay.
I like the idea of that. I don't know if that's what was intended, but I like the idea of that maybe being the case.
Maybe.
And then we go on to how's episode 4 end? I didn't write an ending here.
You wake up drunk because with a massive hangover, and and surprise, the cops have caught up to you. That FBI guy has caught up to you and like, I'm arresting you because you were fucking flat out drunk.
Didn't really understand the FBI guy too much, to be honest. I don't know if it was just me.
I don't think he's supposed to be like a massive story plot. I think he's just.
Sounds like he would be though, because he's really after you, and I was like, there must be something more
but then
going
he
on.
dies in this one. He gets.
Yeah, and I'm like, there must be more to this.
Yeah, well, I think I saw it. I literally watched a Sam Lake interview like an hour ago, and I think he mentions that the FBI does like get expanded on later. So
I know the FBI are in the second game.
They are. Yeah. You play as two characters, don't you? I think the second one is the FBI. Well, I don't think it's the FBI person. I think it's someone from the FBI.
A woman, isn't it? Yeah.
I'd say yes, sure. But
you wake up in jail when Officer Nightingale is sucked away, and it features my favourite page in the manuscript. I actually took a picture of it. I need to find it. How you continue? I'm going to find that picture in the manuscript.
Where he like reads it and he's like, "Oh no!" when he gets pulled away.
What is it? I'm going to find it properly. Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but all of it rang true, impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't his booze that made his mind reel. It's my favourite one. This manuscript basically says Hartman reads the page of him dying as he's dying. And I think that's really cool.
I very much liked episode 5 though.
Yeah.
I think it might be my favourite one.
I don't think it's my favourite.
My notes is just still me like theorising basically, and it says Alan is real, but everyone else and everything around him is fictional. Nightingale read the page, read the page what was about to happen, because obviously it's a fictional story.
Yeah. I don't know. Episode 5 is okay. It's not my favourite.
I liked it,
but it's up there. I think episode 6 may be my favourite, to be fair.
I feel like this was the chapter where I started to get it. This was where I was like, oh, yeah, I'm really into this game now.
If it's not my favourite, it's definitely top 3 chapters. When there's only 6.
Top three chapters at number 1.
It's good.
The other police officer, Sheriff Breaker, she's the woman, goes along with everything very easily. Like, sure, she just saw Nightingale get sucked away by a demonic entity, but she just accepts it all as being real, like, very quickly. And like, they do sort of explain it by saying that, like, oh, there's lots of weird things happening in this town, and the other police officers have like a joke about calling the town Night Springs, like the TV show. So
also, like, Sarah just goes like, "Oh, here's all of your stuff, including a gun. Just, I completely trust you now."
The guy who escaped the police, potentially murdered someone, and just escaped a psychiatric hospital, she gives a gun. Yeah. Like, what's going on?
And it's like, I'm following you now. You're in charge.
She may have her badge taken away.
100%.
She may have her badge taken away.
That is like, what's it called? Gross misconduct.
1000%. Yeah.
But yeah, no, and she basically says like, "Oh, Barry, phone up everyone in town, phone up all the other police officers in town, and say it's like a code Night Springs or something, and say which is basically the code of like, hey, something weird is happening, but and it's the same. So it implies that like this isn't the only paranormal event happening in
I guess Thomas
Brighton.
Zane happened.
I
Right?
keep calling it Brighton. It's called Bright Falls.
Brighton. That's funny. Yeah, I guess like Thomas Zane happened here. So,
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like from their perspective, Thomas Zane just drowned with his wife, and that was it. No, he went mad after his wife drowned.
yeah, I guess so.
Okay, and then the helicopter. You remember the helicopter? You have to get to a
Yes,
helicopter.
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you're
yeah.
like going through town and you have to get to the helicopter.
And I feel like this was supposed to be like a
where you have to
really
hold off
intense.
all the enemies. It was really good.
I feel like that was supposed to be like a really intense shootout though, but it was kind of like really easy. Like
It's quite easy. Yeah.
not many bad guys come at you, and you give them like a million flashbangs. So
The amount of
well,
flare
have,
guns,
like, the lights.
flashbangs are insane.
You have-
Flare guns are ridiculous.
Yeah, you have like the portable lights as well, don't you? That you
I
can
didn't
turn
really
on.
use them too much. I think they're a bit shit. They're
yeah,
alright.
they didn't really do
They're
much.
they're good to like just get
They
their
are good.
shields down, really.
But if they go down, I'm like, I'm not going to turn them back on again. Like, it's fine.
But the helicopter was obviously a stupid idea. Like, we know that the Dark Entity can control wind and, like, create hurricanes and things. Why didn't we get to the
controls ravens.
helicopter? And
I'm
control
surprised it
ravens,
lasted
yeah.
as long as it did.
Yeah, like, surely the second they took off, they should just be like, okay, let's just crash this helicopter. But no, they ended up getting, like, most of the way there to the power plant, 'cause that's where they're heading, isn't it? They're going to the power
They,
plant to
they,
meet...
they get to because they don't. They get to the power plant because they drop him off, don't they? And then so that they get all the way there and then they crash.
Yeah. And
Because you crash. They crash when they meet up. When you meet up with the old girl.
yeah, I can't remember her name.
I was just about to say I can't remember her name either.
I want to say
I
Helen.
might have written it. Episode 5 felt really short. What, does anything else happen in episode 5? Do you remember?
It's when you like so you go into the sewers,
Go
you
in the
go to
tunnel.
the power plant. A lot of story happens in it. Like you have to go and
Things happen.
episode 5 ends with you getting the clicker.
Oh, yes, and you have to, like, run across that bridge, and it's like a sort of quick time event sort of thing, where you have to, like, dodge the, like, holes that have been made in the bridge and everything. Yeah, that was a bit annoying, that bit, but that was fun. It was fun. Yeah, and then, you meet the old lady, who I can't remember the name, and she has, like, this too lit room, basically, where it's, like, there's, like, not a single shadow in the room. And, she knew Thomas Zane, so she went back. Oh, we found out that she's the person who put the
The boxes
the
everywhere,
supplies everywhere. Like there's
crates,
yellow paint supplies everywhere. Yeah, because she painted it in special paint that only people who have seen the Dark Entity can see. How does she have this paint? I have no idea.
She's resourceful.
It just seems like there didn't need to be an excuse of why we have this. Why we have these like ammo caches and things.
Yeah.
But they gave an excuse.
Cynthia.
That sounds like a good name. Cynthia,
That's
Pokemon
her
Master.
She's gonna, she whips out her Garchomp.
And Spiritomb.
They're like insanely overpowered too.
I see. I don't think she's that hard.
I think she was hard for a child.
I see people saying like you can't beat her without the legendaries. I'm like, I beat her without the legendaries at like level 50, like easy.
You can beat her without the
If you
legendaries.
use the team that
like
everyone had, then you're fine.
Yeah, but even without because I feel like even without things like Garchomp and Gyarados and like the powerful ones like Tyranitar as well, like I feel like you can beat her with like a fairly simple team.
I'd like to replay like it on the DS and just see like how hard it is.
I still don't see the problem with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I still don't see why
there's
people were upset
no
by
issue
that.
with it. I've got no issue with it. It's more like I do think it's easier.
The only criticisms I saw of it was they didn't fix the things that were wrong with the original game, but the original game is better. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, we're on to episode 6.
Yes, the final
last
episode.
Departure, I think it's called.
And you wake up a departure like the book he was writing, but it hasn't
Exactly.
written. Yes.
I wish that the clicker was explained a little more in terms of what it actually did.
It's supposed to be a like kind of it's something that Alan's mum gave to him, right?
Well, it's written for his,
to like
like,
scare
yeah.
off, like when he was afraid of the dark, he would scare off like the.
Yeah.
It's
And
kind
he
of like
uses it as kind of
a
like
mum would do.
symbolism.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but like what does it do?
Nothing.
it eliminates like darkness. Like,
Well, why didn't you just constantly keep clicking it?
I think
this is
more...
in my notes. This is in my notes, and
Single use.
I feel like the clicker should have been a weapon.
I feel like the point is that the
that's what
clicker
was gonna happen,
doesn't
to be
do
honest.
anything. It was just a toy that was given to him as a kid.
Right. I just thought, like, I don't know, like, because when you leave the thing, and he's like, "It's now evening. Did I do this?" I'm like, that would have been cool.
Oh yeah, that might be
That would have been cool if it was like,
so
no, you did this.
It's the TV remote from
It's
Horrid
the
Henry.
cat from Horrid Henry, yeah.
No, it's the the episode when the cat goes missing, and so it just stated the day doesn't turn. It just like stays night because the cat's not there to press the remote.
Episode 6, you wake up in your flat again with Alice, and it's all normal. Like, she comes home from shopping, she's like, "Hey, Alan, love you, it's all good, everything." But then you go to the TV, and there's and it's an interview that you did on TV. Like, there's an interview that Alan did on telly. And at the end of the show, the TV host goes to promote his book and everything. And at the end of the show, the TV host goes, thank you to our guests Alan Wake and Sam Lake. Sam, give us that face you do." And it's just Sam Lake, and it's so fucking good.
He's got long hair. He's grown his hair.
Oh my
out.
god! I thought for a minute, like, it doesn't. You just see like the wide shot. I'm like, that's got to be Sam Lake, and then the cut to close, like, yeah. It's like the Avengers moment. And it's like, yeah.
All he does is turn to
Sam
camera
Lake,
and do the face, and that's all he does.
Sam Lake is on Reggie level of entertainment.
No, I think he's better than Reggie, because Reggie hasn't really been
I
around for
think
a
he's
decade.
brilliant. You see more of obviously him because he's in the games and that, but I think he's brilliant. I love him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But trivia here. If you look at the bookshelf, you'll see books written by Alan Wake, and the books are the chapters from Max Payne.
Ah,
I think it's basically implying that Alex Casey is Max Payne.
I think that is the point. Because, it is the point, because if you listen to like when he talks about it, it's a New York detective who's like lost his partner.
Yeah.
It's easily done.
All right, so okay, here's another theory. This one actually comes through. I think this one actually follows through to the end, because this is how I interpreted the story. It's about the pressures of being a creative. Everyone expects you to keep creating something once you've written a masterpiece. Everyone expects the next masterpiece and then the next masterpiece, but it doesn't really work like that. Like, the creativity doesn't work like that, and the more pressure you put on someone to create something, like, the less likely they are to actually going to be able to create something. And that's why Alan's getting frustrated with Dr. Hartman and Alice and everyone like that. Pressure makes you less creative.
Yeah, okay.
Peter's having PTSD.
I've got a thing at the end here about that. Barbara put so much pressure on Thomas that he snapped and killed her. Apparently, I think Barbara killed Thomas. So her spirit came back for revenge after he tried to write her back. So I think this is also implied that there's a way to interpret the story of maybe Alan killed Alice, and I think that's sort of reinforced by the idea that Thomas killed Barbara because Barbara was putting too much pressure on him to write, just like how Alice was putting too much pressure on Alan.
I don't know. I think genuinely what happened is that the lights went out and she fell and drowned.
Yeah, no. I think that's what happened as well, but it can be interpreted that way. Like,
yeah,
I think part of the point of this game is that there's like 1,000 ways to interpret the story.
Yeah, sure.
There's no like one specific answer. I don't think.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah,
essentially, you get the clicker, and then you drive, and then you're there. So
yeah.
You do a long drive,
It's basically this like gauntlet, isn't there, of
Yeah.
enemies.
Gauntlet, but it's not that hard at all.
No, it's not a very creative way of ending the game. Really, it's just I need to get to the lake to get to the
But there's-
typewriter so I can finish the story.
There is some
Some good-
stuff I like about the
You're wrong.
ending. So I like, obviously, you do the drive, and then, obviously, you have to. I can't remember if this is before or after you use the clicker. Because you have to defeat that tornado, don't you?
The lake, don't you?
You have to defeat the tornado, and then you have to.
Yeah.
There's bits with writings that you can shine.
Oh, I wish that was like a mechanic in the whole game.
Well, Tom, you say that. That is the DLC.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yes.
The whole,
It's
the whole,
just like
the,
I actually find that really interesting and cool.
the DLC. It feels like what they, almost like the deleted scenes. Like it still follows on the story, but the gameplay. So in the DLC items, you don't find them. You have to scan the letters for them
That's
to
cool.
come. There's a bit where you have to like sneak through a forest, and all the writing on the ground is just like enemies. So you can't scan them, otherwise you spawn in enemies.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very good.
Alan mentions frequently that he like sees the words floating around him basically, and then it becomes literal. That's what it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That seems very Max Payne. Do you know the bit when he's like, I'm in the bit when he's like, I'm in the. I can imagine like stuff above my guns and numbers above my head.
Yeah,
I'm in a video game.
Video game.
I could have. This is the worst thing ever.
Well, I think that's also kind of the point, though, right? Like, Max Payne breaks the fourth wall by saying, "I'm in a video game," even though he was like high during that scene. That's the implication, right? He's supposed to be kind of like a self-aware moment. Alan Wake is a fictional character in a story.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the point of both of them, right? I think there's a similarity between them there.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I think this is sort of like a Remedy thing, though, isn't it? Like, they often try and peel back the curtain as much as they can.
Yeah.
A trope at this point.
So you get to the house. What happens then? I can't remember.
You use the clicker. I can't remember if this happened before or after, but you use
put, like,
the clicker.
your hand in a chest.
Oh yeah. You like kind of like Indiana Jones heard, like the Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Kalima.
And then basically that's.
Yeah, and then you defeat her by writing the last story. Writing the last line. Do you remember what the last line was?
We missed a little bit then, I think, because there's a bit when I think you defeat it's when you defeat the tornado and then you wake up and you're next to Alice and it's kind of like, and it's a bit of a fake out because she's kind of like,
yes, that's it.
oh, she's like,
bit,
turn the lights off for me, and he's like, no, this is not real.
Yeah,
I really like that bit because it's kind of like they could have just done it as a, predictable. Oh, it's all a dream, but I very much like how they kind of like. No, it's like another way of.
It's obvious though that Alice is like a demon or something.
Oh yeah, but they make it out. When
there's a second or two where you think, hang on a minute.
It happens like it's for the first few seconds. It's when she's like, turn off the light for me.
It's the similar part.
Even Alan's like, oh, you're obviously not real.
Yeah. But I feel like it's a similar part to the Dr. Hartman bit. They should have left it just a little bit longer, just to make you doubt it just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'd imagine they wanted to, but I'd imagine they have more constraints and stuff that they wanted to have. I mean, I don't know, but...
I mean, this game apparently took 10 years to develop, and it was originally supposed to be an open world game.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, but Max Payne also took years to develop as well, so apparently they just take a long time to make their games.
Oh shit, that does not bode well for an Alan Wake 3.
No, but it was about 15 years, wasn't it, for Alan Wake 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Then my grandkids played.
That's about it, really. You use the clicker, and then Alice wakes up on the shore. I've got a note saying it kind of takes you over the town. and it's like, oh, Deer Fest is here, and there's like one float in it, and I was like, that's a shit festival.
Yeah,
It's like, why on earth did Deerfest carry on? They've had
you
like
see Tor and Odin
multiple
dancing
deaths.
around, don't you?
The
Yeah.
village should be ravaged. It's like, well, I guess we'll just carry on as normal. It's like
Apparently-
people have died, man.
But that's the thing. No one else seems to even acknowledge what happened here, because during that bit where you're going through the town with the sheriff, there's a guy who like shouts in the window saying like, "What's all that noise about?" But it's like, and she just goes like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's just some kids or something." But like, clearly something's going on in this town.
Yeah.
So maybe from everyone else's perspective, they don't even really see any of this.
Well, maybe. I guess it's all at night, so everyone's asleep. I don't know. Everyone's slept through.
That's a good bit, by the way. I forgot to mention that bit. The bit where you're going through the town with the sheriff. I like that bit.
I like that bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Episode 5, like I say, I like that episode.
So yeah, but no. Once Alan has killed Barbara, the pressure of writing has now been removed. Kind of like since Alice isn't around anymore and she isn't around to pressure him, he can now write things. Now no one's there to pressure him. He can now be like, okay, now I can clear my mind and actually get along with this.
I don't know. I don't think it is. I think if anything, it's the opposite.
I don't think Alan killed Alice. That's
No.
No.
He is trapped though, isn't he? He's trapped in the darkness.
But what was the last line?
I've got no idea. I can't
It's
remember.
like, it's something like, I thought it was like something. I thought it was something. It turns out to be an ocean.
It wasn't a lake. It was an ocean.
It wasn't.
I don't
Sam
really get
Lake,
that.
It was Paul Ocean.
I looked at I'll mention this in the next episode actually, because there was I think it was Polygon did a list of the 100 best game quotes ever, and it wasn't a lake, it was an ocean, was like number 8 or something.
Mm.
And
I feel
I'll
like
mention it because I've got some notes about that list that I don't
I feel
disagree
like
with.
there's more better ones than that. Like, it's a good
Well,
ending one, but 8 on the list. That I feel like.
Well, I'll give you a teaser for it. I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear. Where do you think that ranked on that list?
Oh, that's got to be like near the first then, right?
It was like 99. And I'm like, what bollocks is that? That is like one of the best quotes ever.
Yeah, like, it is a good quote, this Alan Wake, and it fits the story. But yeah, I can definitely name more than 8, iconic quotes.
What do you reckon number 1 was? I reckon number 1 was quite... I agree with number 1.
I don't know.
Is it Mario?
The hint is it's part of our next game.
Oh, I need to
Yeah.
be careful. Take this sword or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
That's it.
I was going to say, the princess is in another castle.
That was like 50, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
The princess
I
in
was
the castle.
thinking that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the princess is in another. I think that is better than.
That's going to be at least top 5.
Yeah.
God of War
It's like
was
beyond,
like number
like-
5.
I mean, God of War.
Tell you what, you need to put this list in the chat, because I think we've got to look at this list.
Okay, well, I was going to say it for next episode, but let's just do it now. But the God of War one was like, don't be sorry, try better next time or something.
Okay.
Or try harder next time. It's like when he's like telling off his son.
Yeah. Those games are very good,
Well, the first one's on the list.
but like
Quote.
not top 10 for quotes.
Quote. That's the thing. It's quotes. It's like
I need a weapon. Is that in?
I was going to say, yeah, Halo would be. To be honest, Halo. A lot of Cortana's ones in Halo 3.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Don't make a girl a promise.
There we go.
That's got to be on there.
Yeah.
Right. So number 10, you have died of dysentery.
From Oregon Trail,
Oregon Trail.
yeah. I like that on the list.
Number 9 is Thank You, Mario, but our princess is in another castle.
Like, how is that number 9? All Your Base Belong to Us is one of them. On the
Number
top 10,
8
isn't it?
is. Yeah, for me, it's always like this. Silent Hill. Never played it.
Oh, number 13 is The Cake is a Lie.
You see, that's top
Should be
5.
higher, really.
Yeah, don't be number 6. Don't be sorry. Be better.
Yeah, that's not
shit. Here we go again.
number 17
not
is number 17 is Alan Wake. It's not a lake, it's an ocean.
I just don't really get what he means.
Okay, this one's not even a quote from a game. This was not even a quote. It's Call of Duty. It's press F to pay respects. That's not. No one actually says that in the game, though.
Number 2 is Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
Do you think love can bloom even on the battlefield?
But
That is
okay,
good.
but
That is good.
Jack, what would you say is a better catchphrase though? Only love can. Who knew love could bloom on a battlefield? Fuck. Or the number one. I think probably the number one catchphrase of all time, Mario saying, "It's a me, Mario."
It's a me. I've just found that 'cause that's 19. Yeah,
19!
I agree with you. I agree
Those
with
are
you.
mad. Some of these are mad. The ranking is crazy. Like Balatro 84 is above Red Dead Redemption 2.
This is such a shit list.
I wish things were different, but it weren't us who changed. Arthur Morgan. Fair. 84. I'm literally a fool. What's your excuse from Balatro? Fucking Balatro.
25, I agree with. 25, I agree with. Rip and Tear from Doom.
Yeah, fair.
But that's not even the full quote. It's Rip and Tear
Woohoo
until it's
from The
done.
Sims is number 82. Woohoo.
Again, no one actually says woohoo in that game.
No,
Woohoo is
exactly.
what you do for sex. Number 26, Would You Kindly? That's actually, I agree with that one. I agree with that
Yeah,
one.
because that's quite quoted.
Senator Armstrong's entire monologue. Fuck, that should be way higher. Anyway, Alan Wake.
Should we finish the episode?
The right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. 78.
You got to prolong the S on that, Jack. Make all the difference in the world.
Well, I've never played it, so don't blame me. That's probably why it's 78 on the list.
Then after Alan is at the typewriter, there's like weird kind of like mishmash of like different events happening around him, where we see Mr. Scratch, who is supposed to be the evil version of Alan. Sure, why was this introduced so late in the game?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's a big part of the second one, but I don't know. But a second one that wasn't made till like 15 years later.
I don't know.
And we see that after Alan writes, "It's not a lake, it's an ocean," Alice climbs out of the water and she's alive. But where's Alan? Alan's gone.
Oh, Alan,
Sorry,
he's trapped.
going back to these quotes. Number 63. How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I agree with that one.
From Monkey Island.
I agree with that one. How appropriate. You fight like a cow. That's it.
Sorry,
yeah,
I'll just go through the list. There's a couple of good ones here.
I forgive that list. Basically, I watched that Sam Lake video, and he explains that by saving Alice, by bringing Alice back, he had to sacrifice something of himself. So he trapped himself in the dark place. He's stuck in the other dimension, which I guess is what the second game will be about. Him stuck in the other dimension.
I think so. Yeah, I think you play as the FBI woman, and then you also play as Alan, who's trying to get out still.
Okay, I imagine she's like trying to she's like can hear him or something, like kind of like Stranger Things, where she can see Alan talking through the lights.
Oh my god, that is some sort of shit that would happen.
Yeah, that's probably what would happen, right?
Yeah.
All right, but I still don't. So okay, this is something I don't like about this game, right? Who was that guy from the beginning of the game who was like, "Hey, Alan, it's me. Remember me? I'm your friend. Hey, I'll come save you from this axe murderer."
Yeah, I was going to say, because there's a lot of stuff in that first one, like the bit when you run over the hitchhiker.
Well, the hitchhiker was just a random entity, I think.
Yeah, but then that's kind of in the same, like... There's a lot of stuff that happens at the beginning of the game. It's kind of like, what? You don't really, like, expand on this.
I looked at the Wikipedia page, the wiki page for Alan Wake, and apparently the guy from the beginning of the game he is an author of a book called The Alan Wake Experience, which is a book which is like a biographical book about Alan describing his experiences with the dark entities and stuff to this guy, and he wrote the book. But where was all of this in the beginning? Like, apparently this is all in Alan Wake 1. This isn't spoilers for the second one or anything. This is all information that you can find in the first game. But I read all the manuscripts that I got, and there was nothing about that. So where does this information come from?
Right.
I feel like, and again, maybe this is a spoiler for the second one. The wiki page also says that this character was alive, even though we saw him getting chopped up with an axe.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
But like, also, if Alan's stuck in the other dimension, how did he write a biography with this guy about his experiences? I don't know. I don't know. Who is that guy?
That's my. I think that's my thoughts on it. It's just,
Yeah, a lot of this game is just like, I don't know, man.
All right then. Should we get to final ratings?
Yeah, what do we rank in the halfway point?
In the halfway point, I gave it a 7, Tom gave it a 8, and Jack gave it an 7.5.
Okay.
Jack, I think take the floor.
Take the floor. This definitely feels like I like this game. I do like it. It does. Again, I think playing Control helps. I know they're not necessarily linked at this point. Like playing this doesn't. There's not a lot of stuff that links it, but you get the story. Like it's a confusing story, but it's it's well written and that. I think kind of like a bit more. It's hard to explain. Like it's a well thought story they've put into it. I do like it. I think I prefer Max Payne in terms of Remedy games. But I am gonna rate it the same as Max Payne, and that is an 8.5 because I do very much like it, but I prefer Max Payne.
Okay, fair.
I'll go next. So, as I said, the game leaves it all very open-ended and with multiple ways to interpret the story. Like, you can interpret this game an infinite number of ways, because I think that's the kind of way it was written as well. It was written to not have clear answers. It could have been a dream, because Alice's last line in the game is "Wake up." It could be. But again, I don't think it was a dream, but I don't think it was all completely real either. I think it was Alan going a bit mad.
I don't think it's a dream.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a dream, but I think he has certainly become a little bit crazy.
Mad. But I do like how I kind of missed it in my back. I like how it's kind of all left up in the air. Like yeah, and listen. Something I would also say is this has made me want to play the second one a lot.
Yeah, no.
I think the second one will take it further.
As I said, I'm currently unable to play the second one because it was only on PS5 and Xbox Series X, so I'll have to borrow one, please.
Isn't it on PC?
It was on PC, but there's no way my PC could run that game.
Okay.
And it was on Xbox One, so I might have to borrow an Xbox or PlayStation if that happens. Please. Anyway, not to sound wanky, but as a creative myself, I understood the struggles of making things not just in writing, as in like you can't it doesn't work like that. You can't just say think of an idea. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, sure.
And that's why, because it spoke to me, I think, I'm giving it an 8.5.
Wow.
Twins.
Wow, that's interesting. I mean, it's very interesting because I don't know. I really liked this. I really liked it, and I just think I thought the gameplay would be dated, and it just sort of wasn't. It's very unique. I like the light mechanics. If we're just talking about pure gameplay, ignoring story, like I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I just enjoyed the rhythm. I enjoyed all the encounters. I don't think there was any encounter I just really didn't like.
You liked it as a dad game?
It's a good dad game. It's in episodes. We love an episodic as a dad. I can walk away after an episode, and I don't have to pause it mid cutscene. Good stuff. It's got the dad seal of approval. Maybe that's a new thing I'll start doing.
Dad, seal of
That's seal of
approval.
It's
I
got
think
the
that is a
dad
new thing
seal of approval.
we have to have.
This game is certified good for dads. um, well, good with a caveat. At times, it is incredibly loud,
Is
and
it?
that is quite well. You wouldn't think so, but louder than you'd like. The normal volume would happen, then there's just like a real spike, and then it
So
goes back
not
to normal.
satisfied for dads, because if you have a baby on you
Well,
and it's playing loudly.
that's why it's good. Most as a caveat.
Okay.
Depends how sensitive your child is to noise. Mine's
Have
not too
you
bad.
have you thought of removing the child to the next room and just leaving him there where you
Look,
finish your game?
I had to play it a lot in the mornings, put it that way. When
Certified for
I'm going
dads,
to-
asterisk.
yeah, with an asterisk. Okay, I don't know. Like that's before I even get to a story. The gameplay I think is very good, and the story is also pretty good. I didn't love the story too much, but I liked it. It was good. It's fun. So that is why I'm going to give Alan Wake remastered, mind, a 8.75 out of 10.
Come on, we don't do 7.5s.
Ah, come on. 8.5
Fine, you
seems
know what?
too...
No, you said it. We're going to do a 7.5.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's your one. Because Jack did a 7.8
one,
once.
okay.
That's your
I was,
one.
to
You're
be
not
honest, I
allowed to
was
do any more.
give it a 9, but the more I was talking myself out of it.
That's fair
That's
enough.
so I'm allowed to do one stupid score as well one day, because Jack did his one for Super Metroid.
Metroid.
Okay, 8.75. That seems like a waste of my stupid score. Alright. I liked it.
Fine.
It was
Alright
good.
then.
I can make it. I can round it up to a 9 if you want.
No, it's fine. You 7.5.
The bit
just-
that made it go down from a 9 to an 8.75 was the live action Alan looked okay, but then you look at the model for Alan in the game, it looks fucking nothing
Yeah.
like him, and it really makes me laugh.
But that's a Remedy thing, though, isn't it? Of like how Max
They
Payne
didn't
doesn't
even make him look
anything like Max
remotely the
Payne.
same.
No, I do think that's definitely a time thing, because that happens. Like
Maybe.
Quantum Break's a really good example of that. You then like the characters on the TV show, live TV show you're watching, look identical. So I think
Yeah.
that's more of a they probably couldn't
Okay.
figure it out at that point,
They
but
still
by the end
remastered it.
they do.
I still hate that Max Payne 2 doesn't have Sam Lake's face.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's
say
terrible.
I'm hoping that in the remakes they just get Sam Lake.
Yeah,
to do
those
both.
remakes are coming soon as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're announced a few years ago,
Fair
and I think they'll be soon.
I'm going to go do a bit
really
of
hope
trivia here, or a misc note I put here. No loading screens. Not a loading screen in sight.
Yeah.
How often were you dying?
Because it all loads through the cutscenes, I think. I think that's how they do it.
Okay, that's cool.
A
I didn't know.
little bit of trivia. In one of the rooms at the Cauldron Lake Lodge, the psychiatric hospital, there's an Xbox 360 with a poster of Death Rally, which was Remedy's first game.
Oh, okay.
And I told Jack already this. Tom, did you mention the product? Did you notice the product placement in this game?
Not too much, to be honest. No.
The batteries are Energizer batteries.
Oh my god, I didn't
If
know
you look
that.
closely
Okay.
at them before you pick them up, it has the Energizer logo on
Incredible.
them. Trivia from IMDb. When you play a pirated copy of this game, Alan is wearing an eye patch, and that's it.
I like
And that's
that.
it. Like the game is fine. You can play the game pirated, but I think it has like a message that says you should probably buy the real version of this. But like Alan's just wearing an eye patch the entire game.
That's
I
cool.
mentioned that one about how Alex Casey is Max Payne and the books are Max Payne books. Apparently in Alan Wake's office, he has a gun. He has a gun like in a glass case, and on the glass case it says It says Max Payne on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
The Anderson brothers mentioned that something was stolen from them by a witch named the Baba Yaga. The antagonist of this game is called Barbara Yaga, and Baba Yaga is like a Russian folklore monster.
The boogeyman.
Yeah. And it's like, that's fun. But Baba Yaga, Barbara Jagger, that's stupid.
Okay.
Yeah. And Bird Leg Cabin is apparently what the cabin's called, and Baba Yaga is known for bird legs.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so
There you
any
go.
final thoughts?
I had a good time.
Alright then.
In this situation, Peter, what would you do?
What would I do in this situation?
Actually, no, we're going to skip that. We're going to skip that for you, Peter, because what you would do is you would wander around in the darkness. Tom, what would you
I'd sneeze at the torch.
Exactly, like you are the villain. You are the darkness in this. You are.
Yeah. You're Barbara.
Yeah, I'm Barbara.
I don't know. Like, I feel like if Energizer is on the batteries, that's really not good product placement because the batteries are terrible.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Like, Energized batteries, they last 5 seconds.
Yeah, but it's also, I'd love it if more like light products had an option to like turbocharge it. That'd be
Alan
fun.
Wake charge.
Yeah.
You talk about how you get the lantern as well. The lantern's good.
Heavy duty landing. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That makes the game so much better as well.
But we've already rolled the dice for Zelda, but it might take a while. So let's roll the dice again, as long as we promise to play both games at the same time.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
I just
make
think
that
Zelda altogether that's going to take us. That's going to be something we're not going to do. Like
we're gonna chip
That'll be
away
like
at
over a
gradually.
month.
Yeah. If it's a 1, it's a nostalgic game. If it's a 2, it's a game from the 2020s. If it's a 3, it's a game from the 2010s. If it's a 4, it's a game from the 2000s. If it's a 5, it's a game from before 2000. If it's a 6, it's random.
Tester.
Just for clarification, what numbers do I need for me?
5 and 6.
And who's banned? Is anyone banned?
No
No.
banned this month, I don't think.
Oh, great.
Right.
5 and 6. This is gonna be a 5 and 6. It just is.
Right.
Go on then.
Roll
Right.
that
So
dice.
this is roll it. I'm
This is
rolling
practice.
it.
Right, so how many times should press the button, Tom?
Okay, that's fine. Go for 7. That's my lucky number.
Right.
1, 2.
So this is for category.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's random. It's random.
No.
All right, Jack. We have a random number generator between 17 and 150, I believe. So there's 133 games we could get here, Tom. One of them could be yours.
Maybe.
Everything or nothing was yours. We don't count that though.
True, actually, that is true.
So how many times should we press the generate button? Me. I'll say we're gonna press the button 9 times.
Fucking hell, there we go. 1,
Right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50.
50. What's 50?
Worms 4, Mayhem.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, this might be difficult actually because I don't. It's on Steam, but it might be difficult for Tom because Worms 3D is on the list, and I believe these are basically the same game.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah,
Oh well, Tom got a dice roll.
it's both of us then. Yeah, Worms 4 Mayhem. There's a story mode to this. It's yeah, it's on Steam.
Worms 4 Mayhem. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right then.
Sure. We'll play that.
I think the one on Steam is called Ultimate Mayhem though, because it's I'll double check that. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
think-
it looks like it's exactly like 3D.
Yeah, I think it's 3D but with extra levels and stuff and new story.
Right.
It has a story though. I remember the story of this.
It's a successor to Worms 3D.
Yes, Worms 4
Oh, cool.
Mayhem Steam because the Steam version is called something different. Ultimate Mayhem, yeah. I think it's just the DLC version, Ultimate Mayhem.
Well, random guy on Reddit says Worms 4 Mayhem is by far the most fun I've ever had in a Worms game since I was a child.
I played this like loads, but this is one of my nostalgic games as well. So
Shit. Well, look, I'm all for it.
It's actually a
To be
very
fair,
good
if it's
game to
anything like
play
Worms 3, it's
while-
why.
It's a good game to play while we're playing.
It's-
Zelda.
it's a very casual
Yeah.
game to play whilst we're playing Zelda. Yeah, yeah. All right then.
Yeah.
Worms 4
Yeah.
Mayhem from 2005.
Mm,
I'm looking forward to it.
blow those cartridges. Make sure you restock up on Energizer batteries for your torches.
They'll last a
I
whopping
wouldn't
10
actually.
seconds in your
They're not
torch.
great.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it's been a dream.
That was fun. Yeah, that was a good
Blow
one.
those cartridges.
Blow those cartridges.
Rub those discs.
Rub those discs.
Rub those cartridges.
you
rub
never
those
rub the
discs,
disc
lick
on your
those,
on your feet.
lick that Switch cartridge.
Lick that Switch cartridge.